Alright, Cloak and Dagger Season 1 just ended. I gotta make a video on that, but first, I gotta defend the new trailer for Venom. I feel like I am the defender of this movie at this point, cause I feel like the only one who still thinks this movie's gonna be good. You see this hoodie right here? It's from the production crew. It came from on set. Venom is one of my all-time favorite comic book characters, so call me an optimist, but I'm still holding out hope for my boy Eddie Brock. The official trailer 2 for Venom starts out recapping Eddie Brock. He's a reporter, and it shows you that shot that we've seen since the first teaser of Carlton Drake opening up the truck and seeing these symbiotes, and one of these symbiotes, it looks like a yellow symbiote. I'm thinking Scream? Apparently at Comic-Con, they said that there are gonna be some other symbiotes in this film, and the end of this trailer confirms that, to which I'm like, okay, you know, I think we would have been better with just Venom and some other bad guy in this movie, but it looks like Venom's gonna be fighting a few different symbiotes here, including Riot and maybe Scream. But I'm getting ahead of myself. You hear Carlton Drake, played by Riz Ahmed, his whole antagonist spiel.
Human beings are disposable, like man and symbiote combined.
Hey, he said symbiote right. It looks like after the last trailer came out, Sony heard the fans, they were like, no, that's not how you say that word. So they were like, fine, here you go. But I'm putting together some things in my head from certain scenes in the movie. The scene where Eddie Brock is laying down in the MRI, and it looks like the scientists are actually trying to separate the symbiote from him. It actually looks like the symbiote is attaching itself permanently to him. Now, as you know, I don't read the comics, but this I do remember. These alien symbiotes have two weaknesses: fire and sound. If you throw Venom into a fire or, you know, make big sounds around him, like deafening sounds, the symbiote will detach itself from its host. Which looks like when you see Venom falling into the fire at the end of this trailer, I'm guessing Eddie will have a chance to separate himself, but he's gonna be like, no, I need you, you need me, let's stick together. That symbiote looks damn cool. Like when you see its actual face is, you know, the Venom face that we know. It's all like, I'd be all like, shit, okay. But then, at about the halfway point in the trailer, we finally get a full body shot of Venom, and as everyone predicted, he does not have that big spider symbol on his chest. But to me, he does still look as Venom-like as ever. Looks pretty fucking badass. I honestly did not think they'd be able to pull off the Venom look without the big spider symbol. But they did. Props to the visual effects crew, at least on the look of Venom. Cause Venom looks completely awesome. I love the way the shape of his eyes actually changes with his expressions. This is an alien costume after all, so that just makes sense. And I also like his line here.
Eyes, lungs, pancreas, so many snacks, so little time.
Alright, sure, it's a little cheesy. So it looks like this movie's gonna have some cheese. And this is where I have to defend this movie because I honestly don't mind a little bit of cheese in my comic book movies, as long as it doesn't go overboard to the point where the writing is just terrible. But yeah, an anti-hero spitting out this like cheesy-ish line right before he kills the guy, if you ask me, only dark, scary anti-heroes can do that and get away with it. Like Ghost Rider. Yeah, 2007's Ghost Rider is my guilty pleasure movie. I know it's not good, there are a lot of cheesy lines in there, but Ghost Rider would spit out a cheesy line before killing a guy, and to me, it worked. It was awesome. Like there's a scene where he was holding up a guy, he's like, have mercy, and Ghost Rider's like,
Sorry, all out of mercy.
and then he kills him. I was like, awesome! And this trailer also confirms that yes, Venom's gonna eat people, which is 10 times more brutal than like any other Marvel character I've ever seen, including Logan or Deadpool. Sure, they might have sliced people up with blades and shit, but did they eat people? No. Venom's gonna chomp a guy's face off, and it's gonna be awesome. Other new things you see in this trailer include a woman who can turn her arm into a symbiote blade like the T-1000 and slice people's throats. Ouch. And at the end of this trailer, you see that Carlton Drake is truly the main antagonist because he gets a symbiote attached to him and becomes Riot. Now, I've never heard of the character Riot before. They said at Comic-Con, oh yeah, Carlton Drake is gonna be Riot. But it looks like he's going to be bigger and stronger than Venom. And that big CG shot at the end, upon seeing that for the first time, I was like, oh, that CG needs to be cleaned up real bad. I'm sorry, but that just looks terrible. They did show footage of this at Comic-Con, and they said the reason they didn't release this to the public is because the visual effects needed to be cleaned up still. It was unfinished. And in this trailer, I guess they must have cleaned it up a little bit, but it still looks like it needs to be cleaned up a lot. I'm just saying it looks bad. But they do still have a few months left. They can clean it up. I got faith. It's kind of shaky faith, but we'll see. And that final scene in the convenience store is awesome. I don't care what anyone says. It's Venom talking down to a guy, he's going like, again, sure, it's a little cheesy, but it's hilarious. face. And then the guy's like, what the hell are you? And then you gotta do the half face thing where the symbiote uncovers half of Eddie Brock's face. That's a really cool effect. And then they spit out the classic line, "We are Venom." I don't know, man. This movie might be cheesy, the visual effects might not be great, but I'm pretty sure I'm still gonna have a lot of fun with this movie. I can't help it, okay? I just love the character of Venom so goddamn much. Hell, it might end up being like Suicide Squad, where I love the character of Harley Quinn so goddamn much that the rest of the world might see the movie as bad, but I'm gonna see it as good. Because I'm gonna want to, because I just love these characters. I'm a fanboy. I can't help it. I want to be fair. If Venom turns out to be truly terrible, I'm gonna want to notice that. Hopefully my fanboyism won't get in the way of seeing how good or bad the movie really is. It probably will though, I'm being honest. We'll see though. We'll see. So the second official trailer for... Have you watched it and does the movie look any better to you? Whatever you think, go ahead and leave a comment. And don't forget to subscribe.